Are you looking for the ultimate, authentic, quick fix when it comes to weight loss? I have it for you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why meditation can be the best quick fix to weight loss you will ever try. I'm Jenny Del Reeve, and for the best law of attraction and weight loss advice, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every single Thursday. I've been helping people for over 15 years to lose weight and feel better, and one of the biggest and most important techniques in the process of losing weight is meditation, and I'm going to show you why today. So take a look at this emotional scale borrowed with thanks from Esther Hicks on the screen right now. Now, weight loss is an emotional journey every single time, from powerlessness or insecurity or discouragement, somewhere on the bottom of half of that scale, all the way up to contentment. That's the main work. And why is that? That's because we are 99.99% energy. Now, I know that might sound weird, or that might be a really challenging concept for some of you, but I'm pretty sure every single one of you has had the experience where when you've taken your mind off the negative thoughts about your body, such as you've got into a new relationship, you've fallen in love, even having a baby, or maybe you've moved countries and you've lost weight seemingly by accident. Now, why is that? Okay, so I'm going to give you an example from my own life. Now, I struggled with my weight for years and years and years, from eating disorders as a teenager to big, huge insecurity, when I worked as a personal trainer and a nutrition coach in a gym, not having the body that I wanted, and I was floating all around on the bottom half of that scale when it came to weight loss and how I looked. Now, when I had my first child, Bella, in 2014, I remember immediately finding out I was pregnant, and the first thought, do you know what the first thought was that popped into my head? I can just relax and forget all about my body now because I'm pregnant. And no one expects me to be really lean or slim because I'm pregnant. And I carried on eating the exact same way as I always had. I even exercised almost identically, even throughout the pregnancy, so it wasn't those variables. But I let go of the resistance. In other words, I moved up that emotional scale, and I started meditating regularly. Do you know what happened? I actually only gained 4 to 5 kilos in the pregnancy, okay? And I actually lost weight. People would say to me, "You've got this great big bump, but you actually look smaller and leaner than you were before." And I was, and literally within 2 days of giving birth to Bella, I was lighter than I was before I even got pregnant with her. So I had lost weight in the pregnancy, and she was a completely healthy 4.5 kilo baby. I'm saying kilos because she was born in Switzerland. Now, as soon as I started to breastfeed her and started to feel hungry and started to focus my mind on my body again because I wasn't pregnant, and started to think about the food I was eating and started to think about my belly toning up again, then I started to gain weight, and my weight went back to exactly where it had been before. So that's the perfect example of how our thoughts and our emotions can create our physical body. Now, how does meditation tie into all of this? Well, first of all, let's start with what meditation is not, because there are tons and tons of confusing and conflicting beliefs around meditation. So meditation does not have to be a complete and utter silencing of your mind. It's not that. Meditation does not have to be hard. It does not have to be a complete silencing of the mind, and it does not have to be this profound spiritual experience where you're wearing robes and lighting candles. What is meditation? Meditation really, really simply is, number one, focusing on something other than our negative thinking. So we all have negative thoughts unless we had started to practice a lot of these techniques. So when we think about our breath in meditation, or when we focus on a download that we're listening to, or when we listen to water crashing onto the beach, whatever, it really doesn't matter. You could listen to traffic actually and have a really phenomenal meditation, and I've done that really successfully when I've been in busy places. So it's about focusing your mind on something other than the negative thoughts that are rushing into your head. Now, will that happen instantly the first time you do it? Never, ever, ever. What will happen is you'll focus on the breath or whatever you're focusing on for a second or two, and then your mind will go straight back to worrying thought. and then over here again and back again, and it will go back and forward for quite some time, until usually most people get around about a minute of, let's say, pure focus or the mind relaxing for maybe the last minute of a 15-minute meditation. That's the reality in the early days. That's something you just have to go through for around about 30 to 60 days until the mind calms down. So how does all of this tie into weight loss? Well, do you remember at the beginning of the video I said that weight loss is an emotional journey from somewhere on the bottom half of the scale up to contentment? Well, when you get that quietened mind feeling, not completely quiet or silent, but that focusing on the thing you're listening to place, when you feel just slightly detached, you might get a tiny bit of a tingling, or you might just feel relaxed, then you whoosh straight up that emotional scale to contentment. And that, in terms of energy and dropping beliefs, is massive, massive, massive action, a massive bang for your buck, and that will help you throughout your day. You know, if you run into a grumpy person or you have a moment with your kids, if you have meditated, you'll be able to navigate those kinds of situations so much easier over time. So it has a massive, massive positive effect on your general emotional set point on this scale you can see on the screen right now. Remember that contentment, the vibration of contentment, the feeling of contentment equals weight loss. So weight loss is a byproduct of feeling better up the scale. So that is why meditation is the greatest quick fix that I have ever found. It's a really powerful technique and it really works. Let me know in the comments section below if you feel more inspired to meditate now. Most people are terrified to meditate because thoughts rush in and they get really scared and they don't want to do it and they think they can't calm their mind. So let me know if hearing what meditation actually is, if you now feel more inspired to meditate. I'd love to hear from you. So here are my top 3 tips to a successful meditation practice which equals weight loss. Number 1, don't meditate for more than 15 minutes. Keep that as your absolute max. And if you want to start at just 5 minutes, start with 5 minutes. Number 2, don't expect to have a fully silent mind the first couple of months you meditate, or even if you've been meditating for 10 years. I've been meditating for over 15 years now and I still have what's called monkey mind at times. It's just way easier with practice to get to that focused, much more calm and quiet mind. Tip number 3, try to meditate if you can at the same time every day. I know that can be challenging with kids and jobs and all the things that we have to do, but if you do create a routine at a similar time, it will be much easier to maintain in the long run. If you like this video and you want to learn more, please check out my video on the emotional scale technique. This is another really fantastic technique which you can use alongside meditation to achieve that weight loss and the body that you want. Also check out my next couple of videos on calorie counting, macro counting, and how to find the inspiration to work out. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every single Thursday. I really loved hanging out with you today and I'm looking forward to the next video.